Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. The community transmission for the patch notes has finally been released. It's called the Chosen One Update. So this will basically be the last transmission before the Anakin Skywalker update comes out tomorrow or Wednesday the 27th. So pretty much all this is about a little bit info on Anakin, the skins, emote wheel, pretty much all the patches, all the fixes, all the bugs, everything that will be coming tomorrow will be here. So you got like stuns, release notes, quality of life, heroes, game mode map changes, stuff like that. Some of them are a little bit disappointing in my opinion, but what can you do, right? Incoming transmission. Another update can only mean another transmission. If you've been keeping up with the news on this month, then you will know that on February 27th, Anakin Skywalker will make his entrance into Star Wars Battlefront 2. Anakin will be joined by the 501st Battalion, the Clone Trooper Legion that he himself led into battle so many times. The 501st will also be joined by the Coruscant Guard, who will be making their appearance in the Chosen One update. There are big changes coming to the Clone Trooper Legions, with each trooper class now getting their own look. Relevant to the Legion that they are part of, this also sees the first time that officers will equip Clone Trooper armor. Additionally, there has been a lot of discussion around stuns and their effect on the flow of gameplay. With stuns now having a lower duration and a shorter immunity once you've been stunned, we're looking forward to seeing how these changes improve the experience. Anakin Skywalker. Anakin's power and skill are virtually unmatched. Though his overconfidence and anger can get the better of him, he still, even still, when innocent people were in danger, he would never hesitate to put his life on the line to save them. When his friends need his help, he would not abandon them. Anakin Skywalker's got his own community transmission here, so I'm going to link that in the description. We're going to go down to the Clone Troopers. Under the new system, troopers will be visually different from one another, but all the while retaining the overall theme of their specific legion. What this means is a heavy will have different markings to a specialist and the assault and officers, but you will still be able to tell which legion they belong to. This also means that for the first time, clone trooper officers will have armored appearances. Coruscant Guards. This division of elite troopers were designated to protect the capital of the Galactic Republic and are identified by the red markings across their armor. They would often be found patrolling the streets of Coruscant, while also had the responsibility of protecting the building of high importance. As the war progressed, the Coruscant Guard would go on to find themselves serving as bodyguards for members of the Galactic Senate and even the Supreme Chancellor himself. 501st. Perhaps the most well-renowned Clone Trooper Legion, the 501st Battalion, led by Anakin Skywalker and Captain CT-7567, more commonly known as Rex, fought across many of the biggest and most important battles of the Clone Wars. Though they had the same hearts and the same blood as their brothers, their minds were sharpened by the diverse battlefronts they fought across. You can read more about the Clone Trooper appearances, 501, and Coruscant Guards here. So basically all this quarter of the page or third of the page is just the same stuff as the other community transmissions. It's the same information, it's the same stuff, nothing really new. Now we'll go down to the emote wheel. Emotes have always been a fun addition to the game, and we've all seen how much you enjoy hello there. Fun aside, they can also be useful social mechanic in order to quickly communicate with your squad and nearby players. The inclusion of new emote wheel with the ability to contain up to 8 emotes will allow you to better communicate with your team. Read more about the emote here. In my opinion, it's a waste of time. The game is not Fortnite. You don't need 35 emotes. There's no really good way to communicate. It's all like humor, stuff like that. There's no like enemies ahead, enemies behind us. There's nothing like attack the objective. There's none of those emotes. If DICE implemented something similar to Battlefield, where you got your You got your pretty much your orders, your like responses. They should do something like that. And I'm not sure like how the social mechanic to quickly communicate with your squad. It's mostly all just like fun, goofy type of scenarios. There's nothing really that says, oh, like I'm trying to tell you there's something here, something there. I understand there's the droids we're looking for, but nobody uses it for communication. So I don't know what excuse that is, what that is. I don't know. Emote wheel. I'm not a fan. I think the time could have been used and the resources for something else, but 9-year-olds. Alright, now we're on stuns. One piece of feedback we've been reading is the relation to the stuns that can be applied during combat. We agree that some of these stuns are too long and have made some adjustments accordingly. Starting with Emperor Palpatine, we will be lowering the stun duration of his lightning from 1.6 to 1 second. Phasma's turret will have its stun duration lowered from 1 second to 0.8 seconds, and Lando's stun grenade will have its effect reduced from 1.4 seconds to 1 second. In addition to this, we will be implementing a stun immunity to all players or to all hero abilities for 3.5 seconds, specifically when being stunned by either Phasma, Iden, Chewbacca, Palpatine, Lando. What this means is that you should be stunned by one of the listed heroes above. You will not be able to be stunned again for 3.5 seconds. That's cool. Doesn't say anything about Kylo Ren. So if you get stunned by Palpatine or Phasma or Iden, and then you think, oh, it's okay, and then Kylo Ren comes in and he fucks you up. So I'm not sure why Kylo Ren was not added into this, but maybe his freeze isn't really a stun. It does the same thing, but oh well. Let's see here. Release notes. I guess the stun's actually good too. It allows you to play more. We'll test it out, see how it is. Kind of happy with the change. The stun immunity is cool, but I think 3.5 seconds is kind of long. So we'll see. Also, I think it's kind of a waste, in my opinion, with Palpatine, because when you do the stun lightning, where he shocks the ground like how Snoke did to Kylo, there's star cards that allow him to do more damage with his basic lightning attacks when the enemies are stunned like that. So I guess the star card is gonna be a waste or so. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with this. I don't know if they even thought of this. So to me, it doesn't make any sense of why he gets a nerf on his stun. If his star card, you get a basic lightning damage increase on enemies that are stunned. So basically, like, you do your stun, that's it. Your star card's a waste. It's gone. You can't use it because it takes a while for Palpatine to use his lightning attacks after his abilities. Maybe it's just on me. I play controller on PC, so maybe it's just me. But yeah, I guess it's kind of a waste, to be honest. Hopefully DICE will kind of look into this, but I don't know. Release notes. Anakin Skywalker is now playable and unlocked via credits. Anakin Skywalker comes with 4 abilities: Passionate Strike, Hero Impact, Pull Dominance, Retribution. He's going to be OP as fuck. One alternative Jedi robes appearance will be available during or available to unlock for credits or crystals. So it's the same Anakin. This Anakin skin is the same as the Obi-Wan robe skin. So it's just his face and his brown clothes will be there. New Clone Trooper Legions are now available to unlock for credits or crystals. Coruscant Guard 501. The new Legion of the 41st Ranger Platoon is available to unlock for free through the Chosen One crate. So the 41st Ranger Platoon, I believe, is the basic, well, the basic Kashyyyk, those basic green ones. So if you don't have any legions on, you just play as the default. It's those green ones. I guess they're going to have some change to them. I'm not sure where the 181 is. I don't know why they haven't mentioned that. So the new quote, new legions are basically reworks of the defaults for Naboo and Kashyyyk. So we'll see. Pattern variety has been added among classes and phases of all the available Clone Trooper legions. Players who have already unlocked these appearances will be able to convert to the new ones for free through crates. So open up the crate, it'll change your appearances. I don't know if you prefer the old ones. If you don't open up the crate, I don't know if it's going to change anything. I'll have to test. I'll have to see about that. Quality of life. Added an in-game emote wheel, increased the amount of emotes a player can have equipped at the time to 8. Useless. Added a front-end tab to differentiate between Phase 1 and Phase 2 Clone Trooper appearances. Cool. Now let's get into hero and classes changes. Implementing changes to stunlock for different heroes. Palpatine's a waste. Reduce Emperor Palpatine's lightning stun duration from 1.6 to 1 affects his star card. Reduce Captain Phasma's turret stun from 1 to 0.8. I'm not sure if she has a stun card that allows you to be stunned longer. I'm not sure if it has that. Reduce Lando Calrissian stun from 1.4 to 1. Added stun immunity lasting 3.5 seconds to all heroes after being stunned once by Captain Phasma, Iden Versio, Emperor Palpatine, Chewbacca, or Lando. Kylo Ren is not included. Inspired by Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, if Yoda uses Unleash right after absorbing or blocking Count Dooku's lightning stun attack, Yoda will be able to project lightning back to enemies. So in the movie, Dooku overconfidently uses Force Lightning at Yoda, and Yoda's like, that's how Mafia works. He grabs it, holds it, and he throws it back. Pretty much you'll be able to do this. I'm not sure. People are asking if it's going to be the same with Palpatine's Chain Lightning. But if you watch in the movie, when he gets hit by the lightning, he goes flying. I guess it's only for now. It'll be Count Dooku. Hopefully he won't do the same for Palpatine. I'm not sure why it would be like that. But Yoda buff, which is kind of cool. I don't play Yoda. I hate playing against Yoda. But still, that's pretty nice. Fix an issue where lightsaber users will not take damage from enemies' first lightsaber attack while regenerating health. Fix an animation issue where heroes would occasionally get stuck in a map geometry when performing the dash movement over an edge. Yeah, that's happened to me in one of my recent videos on Nighttime Kashyyyk. Picked Vader, got stuck between the stairs, couldn't do anything. Let's see here. Fixed an issue where the stamina bar would occasionally be wrongly displayed due to server latency. The stamina bar no longer shows up or gets drained when the player has not managed to block in time. It's weird. Lightsaber heroes can now damage enemy turrets. That's good, actually. Fix an issue that allows players to spawn with both heroes and vehicles in a map. I don't know about this. Fix an issue where heroes would still deflect blaster shots during their defeat animation if they were defeated while deflecting. I don't know why they haven't looked into you taking damage or dying or getting hit by lightsabers. Because if you watch some of the videos of me running where a hero died, I'll still get like hit by a lightsaber and take damage. I don't know why that isn't being looked into. It's like the hero's still there, invisible, and he's just swinging in place. Yeah, hopefully they'll look into that. Here we go. Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren got a bunch of buffs, actually. Kylo Ren base lightsaber damage from 100 to 125. Increased Kylo base lightsaber extra damage when attacking from behind from 20 to 40. Increased Kylo's basic frenzy damage to heroes from 80 to 25. Increased base frenzy damage to troopers from 80 to 150. So frenzy should one-shot officers, specialists, and I believe assaults. Let's see. Decreased bloodlust extra damage on frenzy from 10, 20, 30, 40 to 5, 10, 15, and 20. So that's the star card pretty much. Star card got nerfed. Fixed an issue where reactivation of the frenzy ability would be blocked for a short time. If it was activated with no target, the ability successfully remains on the same target until they are defeated. It swaps to a new target upon original target defeat. It's pretty cool. Fixed an issue where Kylo Ren's first hit with frenzy would not stagger targets, making it look like the attack had missed. Fixed an issue where the frenzy ability could be activated mid-air. Fixed a visual issue where the duration of Kylo Ren's freeze ability will not be synchronizing with the grayed out screen effect from the affected user. I'm not sure if they fixed his freeze, because whenever there's a Kylo Ren on the other enemy team and it's just me, I get frozen. I'm stuck. 20 minutes. I'm stuck. I don't know if they're gonna fix. Well, I'm exaggerating, but I don't know if they're gonna fix anything like that. Rey fixed an issue where targets affected by Rey's mind trick would be able to sprint backwards. Personally, Rey's mind trick is OP. I don't know why she is so strong. I don't know how she got so strong. There's no evidence in the movies that she's so super good with lightsaber, with like strength, with stamina, with anything. Her mind trick should be replaced with Obi-Wan's. Obi-Wan should get the cross-eyed mind trick. Her insight, extra damage, don't show up on radar, unlimited strikes, and there's something else. I forgot. There's one more thing that happened. There's 4 abilities, or 4 passive abilities Rey gains on one insight ability. I know you can strike about almost 30 times. If you start striking, just attacking with Rey's lightsaber, you would get 11 or so, and then you activate her ability, you will get another 10 something, and it goes on cooldown. And if you keep striking, you'll get another like 10 or so attacks. I know Rey is extremely OP. I don't like Rey. I don't like playing as her. I don't like when she's on the field. Her abilities do not make sense for the character. Kylo Ren is super weak, but like versus Rey just beats him. I don't know. Hopefully they'll rework Rey's abilities and make them as less, because her mind trick is like 20 seconds, dude. It's broken. Hopefully they'll look into it. I don't know why the new trilogy heroes are super good. It just doesn't make sense to me. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi will receive 80% less damage while holding out to perform the all-out push ability. That's good. Fix an issue where Obi-Wan Kenobi's all-out push ability will be occasionally re-triggered by the player. Fixed an issue where lightsaber audio would play while the lightsaber is turned off during the strongest defense emote. Updated the voiceover for Obi-Wan in German with the original German voice actor Philip Moog. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing. Apologies. Grievous. Fixed an issue where General Grievous would be pulled further than normal when affected by force abilities. Fixed an issue where the stamina bar for lightsaber heroes would not deplete when blocking General Grievous' unrelenting advance ability. Added eye animation to General Grievous when viewing him in the appearances screen. Cool. Han Solo. Fix an issue where the defeat star card or card icon would not display correctly if a player was defeated by Han Solo's shoulder charge ability. That needs to be in one-hit kill. In my opinion, saber throw by Darth Vader, force choke needs to be one-hit kills. Han Solo shoulder charge needs to be a one-hit kill. Any ability that uses like a dash that hits only like one person or so, something like that. Like Darth Maul's saber throw, it needs to go horizontally instead of vertically, because when you're vertical, it's not hitting. It's like 50% hit or miss, but he always misses. It needs to be horizontal so it has a better chance of hitting the target and killing it. But personally, Vader throw, Darth Maul throw, solo shoulder charged, it needs to be one-hit kills. In my opinion, Vader's choke needs a buff. Count Dooku. Improve the way Count Dooku's attacks connect with the enemy to allow for more smooth movement in close-range combat. Made visual improvements to the exposed weakness reticle so that there's more visibly related to... So that is more visibly related to the ability icon. I am completely disabled while reading when I just wake up. Improved various visual clipping issues visible in Count Dooku's victory pose. Fixed an issue where Count Dooku's cape would float excessively while standing over Han Solo's detonite charge or Lando Calrissian's disabler. Fixed an issue where Count Dooku's voiceover would overlap with Obi-Wan's voiceover. Fixed several issues where several audio lines by Count Dooku would not trigger in multiplayer. That's weird, they have a month to do this, but some of these happen. That's crazy. Darth Vader made improvements towards issues with camera shaking when a player has been choked by Vader. The camera of the target player being force choked to look at Darth Vader when being choked was removed. Okay, so they no longer look at you. In my opinion, force choke needs a buff. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe other people are having it. But when I force choke somebody, they literally go up in the air and then they fall down like instantly. Like they're down. Other players I've seen use force choke. The other players are floating in the air 20 minutes and getting blasted, getting destroyed. But for me, I grabbed them. I don't know if I tried clicking the button, I tried spamming it, it just drops them faster. I tried holding it, nothing. I tried pressing it, it's the same. I don't know what's going on with Vader's force choke. I don't know what's up. Hopefully DICE will look into it. And yeah, other people could move players around, but good old adding games. Darth Maul. Fix an issue where Darth Maul would be unable to cast any ability except chokehold when being pushed while using the spin attack ability. I don't know about that. Game mode and map changes. In Galactic Assault, Jakku. Fix an issue where the HUD icons would not disappear for the defending team if the first 2 points were captured at relatively the same time. So this means if they take the 2, like I think it's the hangar and the other thing. I can believe I don't play Jakku anymore. Jakku is such a bad map, I don't play it. But saying if they take both of the landing pad and something else, if they take the objectives at the same time, then they're gonna remain on the screen. It's gonna say it's taken or it's lost. It's gonna stay on the screen for the whole game basically. I've joined in games and it's on my screen, so I don't know why it affects players who join in the game after it's been taken, but here we go. Geonosis. Fixed a visual issue where the capture icon in the last phase of Geonosis would showcase a human icon instead of an ATTE icon. Cool. That's all the fixes coming. There's no heart cell health increase. There's no ATTE health decrease. Ion damage towards the ATTE. There's 4 freaking ATTEs on the map at once, with each 6,000 health. Like, what is that? And there's 1 ATTE that drops about 20 meters, 40 meters away from the objective. DICE, fix Geonosis. It's so unfair. It's like impossible. It's impossible to win as droids unless you have actually a team. But it doesn't matter because at the last phase, the last section, you get pushed behind the damaged drop cell, or heart cell. You just get pushed there. You can't get out. You can't push forward. You can't get behind the enemy. I don't know what happened with Geonosis. first patch they did was good. And then they just went to shit. I don't know. Geonosis was my favorite map, and now it's just hard. I'm just only excited to play it when I'm the clones, because it's after phase 1. It's an easy win. That's all it is. The crate needs a huge rebalance, or not crate. Sorry, I was reading. Geonosis needs a huge rebalance. Galactic Salt crate tentatively fixed an issue that would occasionally cause the ATM-6 to sink under the ground. Good, finally. It was good for the First Order, but when you're playing as the Resistance, it kind of sucks. So I'm glad that's being fixed. That's a positive. Ewok Hunt fixed a visual issue where the light effect from the Imperial shuttle would appear with jagged textures. Fixed geometry issue that would allow stormtroopers to climb unreachable areas on Ewok Hunt. That's cool. I don't play Ewok Hunt. Can't get games for Kessel Extraction, no matter what time I search. But if you're an Ewok Hunt player, that's good for you. Kessel fixed an issue where Boba Fett could glitch out of the intended play area on Kessel. That's pretty cool. Hoth fixed an issue. The wind blowing snow. I'm just gonna fix an issue with the wind blowing snow effect on Hoth would occasionally cause reduced performance. Who's typing these things out, man? Camino fixed an issue where the floors would show up gray instead of white on Camino. This is the walls as well. I had videos of this. The Camino like interior just changed somehow. I don't know what happened, but now that hopefully they'll fix it. Hopefully it is gonna stay fixed. That's pretty good. Fixed an issue where players would get stuck in the barracks between the wall and the sleep pod. I think Yoda usually abuses this. Yavin 4 fixed a geometry issue that would allow players to enter an unintended area inside the Great Temple. Various improvements. Fixed visual issues with draw distance on certain objects on Endor and Geonosis. I'm not sure if this means that the object you're looking at from farther away is ugly as fuck, and then when you get closer it looks really good. I'm not sure if they're gonna try to make it from far away if it looks good as well. To be honest, when I play on the Xbox One, the base version of the Xbox One, it's garbage. In my opinion, it's trash. It needs huge optimization. Maybe it's just for me, but I feel like when I'm running, there's a radius around me, and whatever's in the radius is high detailed, and if it's outside, it's low polygon. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if base Xbox One has any updates, but I know I played a Geonosis game on there, and the heart cells had the same health as they did on Geonosis release, and I know that it's not updated because I played on PC after, and our team was shooting the heart cells and did like less than half damage. But on the Xbox One, the same amount of play. I know I looked at it visually. It's the same amount of shots being shot at the heart cell, and we did it almost in like one shot. So I'm not sure if there's actually updates for the Xbox One that are different for PC or something, but I don't know if DICE will look into this. Arcade changes. Here we go. This is probably that's it. Arcade changes. Starfighter Arcade. Fix an issue where AI starfighters would be too evasive and avoid the player in combat. Squad spawn changes. Disabled squad spawn on all jetpack carrying special characters from all eras. Vehicle changes. Updated description of certain vehicle star cards for accuracy and grammatical correctness. Do the same for the community transmissions. Geonosis. ATTE. Fix an issue where the ATTE experience bar would not always be in sync with the scoring events happening in-game. Cool. No balancing issues for the droids on Geonosis, but okay. Changes to classes and special units. Fixed an issue where the aerial troopers could occasionally reuse a jetpack boost with no cooldown if the ability and the jump buttons were pressed at the same time. Shit, what the fuck? I gotta try this before the update comes out. Fixed visual issue where the target outlines would occasionally not show correctly when using the thermal binoculars as an officer. Fixed punctuation issues on star card descriptions for reinforcements. Polished facial animations on the Resistance and Rebel Rocket Trooper. Because they're basically the same. They're just twins. They're just same face, different outfit. Fixed a visual issue with the draw distance affecting clone trooper appearances. General changes / miscellaneous. Fixed a rendering issue that would occasionally cause living world actors to be invisible. Hit markers now change to yellow when hitting vehicles in a weak spot. That's actually really cool. Friendly players that are defeated in battle will show up on the radar as cross for a short while. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty cool. Known issues. Due to late balance changes, the additional damage from Anakin's pressure star card applies only to the final strike of Anakin's passion strike ability. The star card description currently implies that the additional damage is applied to every strike when using the ability. The description text will be corrected at a later update. This is what I don't like, man. Like, later updates. So March 27 or maybe like April, it might get updated. DICE is horrible with updates. Every month they release, once a month they release one basically. I don't know why they don't do hot fixes. Like, I don't know. I personally think that they should take 1 month from content, from updates or whatever, and just do server maintenance and bug fixes. I don't know why it takes them so long for hot fixes. After the progression update, once that was released, and the heroes, the good guys, had slow movement with blasters, instantly patched. Anything that has to do with the good guys, instantly patched. Anything that happens to do with the villains, month later. Like, DICE, you need a better schedule with updates. Please, like, waiting 1 month for bug fixes, for exploits, it's kind of pathetic. I understand you have to get it processed and approved, but that's basically what's killing the game. Lack of updates. Content-wise, you could always just copy and paste shit from the campaign. It's basically the same coding. Iden's Stormtrooper skin can be implemented in there. You know, Iden's old mama skin. Scarif Beach Troopers could be there, you know. Excuse me. Hopefully DICE has a better schedule with updates and improvements. I would personally love 1 month of just updates or bug fixes to make the game more enjoyable, but it's up to them, not up to us. Pretty much that's it. That's the patch notes. That's everything that's being changed. Bunch of nerfs, a bunch of buffs, bunch of visual changes and stuff like that. So I will link this in the description. You can read it by yourself. You can check it out by yourself, and yeah, you can try to get a better understanding. Check out the comments and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully enjoy. Hit the like button, subscribe, give me your credit card, you know, all that stuff. And I'll catch you guys and girls in the next video. Peace out.